Hold up, hold up. Hold up. It's Lupac, baby, in the building. The truth teller in the building. The pressure bringer in the building. If you rockin' with Pac, make some noise. Yeah, if you got your receipts, put it on the floor. If you got that truth, put it on the floor. If you rockin' with Lupac, put it on the floor. Hey, 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 hey. One time for the realest, bitch. Two times for the coldest, bitch. Three times for the bossed up, bitch. Fuck it up, fuck it up. Yeah, that's Lupac, bitch. One time for Lupac, bitch. Let's go. Two times for Lupac, bitch. That's right. Three times for Lupac, bitch. Fuck it up, fuck it up. It's Lupac, baby. Walk in, whole room in a G-shift. Truth talk heavy, she don't ever miss. Stand on facts, yeah, she stand on 10. When Pac touch down, pressure step in. Spotlight glow when she hit that live. Whole chat lit when she drop that vibe. No fake love, only real ones roll. Lupac run the scene, that's how it goes. Clock that T receipts on sight. Drop one post on that ignite. Talk that truth, she don't play nice. Put it on the floor, expose that light. Go Lupac, go, go Lupac, go, go Lupac, go. Put it on the floor, Pac, put it on the floor. Time for the realest, bitch. Two times for the coldest, bitch. Three times for the bossed up, bitch. Fuck it up, fuck it up. Yeah, that's Lupac, bitch. One time for Lupac, baby. Two times for Lupac, baby. That's right. Three times for Lupac, baby. Turn up, fuck it up, fuck it up. It's Lupac, baby. Truth in her voice, yeah, the crowd gon' lean. When she clock them receipts, know she mean what she mean. No cap stories, she dismantle the fake. Every live she hit, make the whole chat shake. From the boot energy to worldwide view. Lupac, baby, got nothing to prove. Stand tall, crown never tilt. Pressure too heavy, whole lane get built. Put it on the floor, 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 put it on the floor. Go Lupac, go, go Lupac, go. Receipts on the floor, let's go. One time for Lupac, baby. Two time for Lupac, baby. That's right. Three time for Lupac, baby. Turn up, fuck it up, fuck it up. It's Lupac, baby.
If you want some weird shit, stay away. Stay away from me. Period.
No weapon should profit.
No weapon form is going to prosper.
No weapon farm is gonna profit. Thank you, Pastor.
And another thing, if you coming with that drama and that negativity, wet,
Yeah. What she bring? Back. What she talk? True. Who they hear? Who they want? Say it loud. Yeah. She don't mum. Stepping in. Home run. No lie. She dismantle. Every word. Hard handle. Receipts up. No stall. Name ring. Head turn. She say it. That's law. Truth hit. Lesson learned. What she do? Break it down. 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 Then what she do? Break it down. No spin talk. No fake sound. She don't whisper. She lay it down. Every claim. She press check. Every lie. She correct. Boot stake. Backbone strong. Stand firm. 10 toes on. She talk once. That's final. Lupac voice. Undeniable. Yeah. That's Lupac. Facts only.
Hey y'all, happy Easter, my loves. What is up, everybody? I missed y'all. I needed that little break though, y'all. I had a good time this Easter, Good Friday, spring break with these children. Okay, listen. I had a good time with family. Oh my God, we had so much fun, y'all. I was trying to do a vlog for y'all. I was trying to make a little vlog for y'all so y'all could see, how we cut up. But child, listen, I recorded the food for sure. So I might still post it. We'll see. But I missed y'all though. I said they probably wondering what pocket, but y'all know I did tell y'all. If y'all remember, I said I was taking off a couple days on my community wall. But at least I think I said for Good Friday. I might have, I don't even remember. But yeah, that's where I've been, y'all. Like Good Friday and Easter is big for us in Louisiana. We celebrate it heavy. So yeah, but now I'm trying to reset. The children go back to school tomorrow. So, oh Lord, I'm tired, y'all. And then the weather changing again. It then went from hot back to cold. The temperature is dropping again. I'm like, oh, my sinus and allergies can't catch a break with this bipolar weather. But yeah, we gotta get back to the content, baby, because they've been running amok in the saga. What y'all been keeping up with everything going on, or what? Listen, it's a lot, child. Let me get to the top and see who in here. I'm gonna spend a little time with y'all before we get up in this bed because it's been a long weekend. Long weekend, y'all. Hey, R Buttercup. Hey, Becca. Queen Love Mail. Q Colston. We got Lovely. We got Kimberly. We got Miss Janice. We got Scorpio Steens, Keisha T, Miss Michelle, Bama Grandma, Lisa McGeechy, Miss Cheryl. We got Latrice, Miss Angela D. We got Miss Stephanie, Miss DeVries. Shout out to the Green team for always being VIP in the chat. I got something for y'all. Okay. I wanted to do it today, but yeah, I didn't have time, y'all. So we're gonna have to do our members live tomorrow. But I got something for y'all. Okay. Listen, we're gonna talk about it tomorrow though. Let me see. Hey, Miss Shalene. Hey, Miss Shalonda. Hey, Miss Stephanie. Miss Jackie. Miss Dina. Nubian Queen. Lady in Flight. Oh, period. Jaisha in the building. We got Miss Margaret. Snooki. Miss Slim. Darnica. We got Miss Renee. We got Anita. We got my bro Terry, of course, coming through with the copyright and fair use. Y'all know it is always needed. And y'all, I ain't just been cutting up. Okay. I've been working on something big for y'all too. Y'all know I promised y'all a big premiere. So just know your girl been working. I didn't well, I ain't added all my clips yet, but a good bit of them. And I got to go back through and edit. So y'all going to be getting that one day this week. Hopefully I can finish it sooner than later. But yeah, I'm going to be dropping that too. It's going to be a big premiere. Hey, Miss Novella, it don't matter. Convos with Key. We got Miss Mel Mel. We got Miss Ramona, Miss Charlene. We got who else? Let me see. Let me go down. Grow 6565. We got Omaria. Shout out to all the new subbies in the building. Y'all know we over 11K. I was trying to sneak that through, but I think it was Miss Renee. Don't get mad at me if it wasn't too, but somebody put in the chat. It was like, "Congrats, Pac, on the 11K." I was like, I was trying to hide that one. I said I wasn't gonna shout out no more numbers until we get to 15K, I think. So yeah, y'all, we over 11K now though. But shout out to y'all for the support. It is greatly, greatly appreciated. I love y'all down, baby. Hey, sweet queen. Shout out to you and all my beautiful minds holding it down in the chat. I hope y'all had a wonderful Easter weekend as well. Child of God in the building. I am my sister's keeper. He is risen. Yes, ma'am. Clock it. Hallelujah, Jesus. Am I la on your voice? Flo gotcha. Who else we got in here? Miss Witty, Punana. We got, let me see. Corporate thugging with Mika in this bitch. She been dropping that content left and right. Make sure y'all go give Mika a view because she been going hard. She been going real hard with the content. I'm gonna watch your what is her name? Child, Lord have mercy. No, it's not Kamani. Nazaya, that video you dropped a little while ago. I'm gonna watch that tonight in the bed. Okay. Hey, Miss Jackie. Who else in here? Let me see. Hey, Tay. Who else? Hey, Tyrese with the T. Hey, Yumika. Hey, Tasha's Touch. My mouse is tripping, y'all. Hey, Miss Donna. Hey, Miss Brenda, Miss Phyllis, Love Me For Real, Miss Darlene. We got Miss Yolanda. We got Barbie. We got Loveless Tay, Beyond Compare. Who else? Janae in this thing, yang. Shout out to you, my love. Natia, Miss Janice, Miss Veronica. Hey, Miss Nina. Hey, Miss Tanasha, Miss Belria, Christina. Baby, y'all come through with the come through. I love that for us. Okay. It never fails. I could be gone for a long time and y'all always pull up on your girl. Hey, Brown Sugar. Hey, Michelle, my belle. Eric DG and his thing. Tajay React, my beautiful sister. Who else? Did I miss anybody? Miss Beverly, Miss Demetria, Miss Sandra, Miss Vetta. Who else? Let me see. Let me see. Miss Dorothy, Miss Denise, Miss Vonda. I'm trying to get all of y'all since I've been gone for a couple days. Hey, Miss Marjorie. Thank you, Terry, bro. He say 19 super chats to go. I see they've been cutting up with the fireworks now. It ain't 19 no more. Shout out to y'all for the love, baby. For the love. Hey, Mr. Minda. Hey, Cannon Nuts. Hey, Miss Brenda. Okay. Thank you, Miss Veronica. Now let me try to push. And I gotta show my girl Calm some love. You know, she went on a little fire birthday trip to what do they call Africa? It's a nickname. What is it called? Let me know, Calm, in the chat. Try to forgot. The motherland? I think it's the motherland. Don't quote me if it ain't, but I think that's what it is. Hey, Miss Anita. Thank you, Calm. Let me see. Thank you, Miss Sandra. Keep breaking it down, Lupac. Much love from Texas. Thank you, my love. I love you too, Miss Tina. Same to you, my girl. Let me see. Hey, Lex. Uh, thank you, Janae. Welcome back, my girl. Miss you, ma'am. I know you did, y'all. Janae was on me, baby. She was like, when are you coming back? I feel like I'd be gone for like one day, y'all. Time go by so fast. Thank you for being a member for 3 months. I am my sister's keeper, period. Let me see. And thank you. Let me see. EGELLOC. Y'all know that's how you say, that's how you catch the Holy Ghost. You just gotta spell college backwards. You reminded me because I wanted to find a clip of that on TikTok and put it in my video, my premiere. I'm gonna look for it when I get off here because that was so funny. I'm gonna try to find it too. But anyways, y'all, I think I got everybody. A collective hate to anybody else that comes through once we done got the the little dialogue started. If you would like to donate to me monetarily, you can cash at me $sign Lupac 2. You can also buy me a coffee. Shout out to my coffee people. You can also support the platform by getting a super chat or super sticker. Y'all know I always set a little goal. It ain't much, it ain't mandatory, but it's greatly, greatly appreciated because it contributes to the revenue of this particular live stream. I did set it for all the colors per y'all most recent request, and I think I'm gonna keep it like that because it gives y'all the option to choose whatever y'all want to bless your girl with. It's not mandatory, like I said. You can also hit the like button. Please watch them ads, y'all. What else? You can get a membership to support. Like I said, I will be doing a members live tomorrow. I've been promising my people that, but I took off, and I do have something for y'all. Okay, I got a little tea for y'all over there. But we're gonna talk about that tomorrow. But anyways, y'all, make sure y'all hitting that like button at the end of this live. Hype your girl up, okay? So I try to email myself a couple things to catch up because, like I told y'all, they've been running real rampant in the Saga. I don't know what the hell going on, y'all. I'm like, oh my God, you got foot meat. Child, foot meat is a whole saga by herself at this point. Like, she just cannot get it together, y'all. And it's like, you don't know whether to feel sorry for her or chastise her like a child. Because, girl, what the hell is going on? What is really going? We're gonna start with her first. What is really going on with you, ma'am? I don't, y'all, like it's one of those situations where do you sympathize or do you chastise? Because she ain't got the best attitude. Let's say that. Like, I done seen her pop off plenty of times on people that was only offering help. Even if you question, here's what I feel like a lot of these people that put their business out here publicly don't understand. Once you put your business out here on social media, people are going to have opinions. They're going to have questions. They're going to have criticism. They're going to have all the things. Okay. So, yeah. But you open the door for that once you start putting your business out here and asking for money. If you asking for money, especially if it's for a specific thing, they're going to want to know some things. Because guess what? People ain't got to give you their coin. People work hard for their money, baby, especially in this economy. Okay, Trump not playing with it. Y'all know what I always wonder. This is a little off topic, but we literally make our own money out here. Like how they say money don't what do they say, money don't grow on trees, whatever. But we make our own money, right? Literally from paper. Why the hell they can't just make so why are we in debt? Why is the United States in debt when they can literally just print them bills up? Do they not have any more ink? Or like is the trees scarce? Or what's going it's given it's given they do that so that we can stay um internalized. Is that the word I'm looking for? I don't know, child. Institutionalized is so we can stay suppressed, oppressed, whatever, child. So we can stay broke. I don't know. It's given all of the things because print some more goddamn money at this point. We shouldn't be broke when we creating our own coins. Like it ain't making any sense. I could see if we, depend on depended on another country for our coin, but we make our own coin. So why are we in debt? That is the weirdest thing ever. Y'all feel me? Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? But anyways, back to foot meat, child. Because well, one thing, and this is another subject in the saga, but she can't use her child no more because shout out to DW, she didn't finally moved in with her daddy, and I love that for them because they can work on their relationship. I hope DW makes the best of it. I don't know if she watched the content, maybe she do, maybe she don't, but I hope she makes the best of living with her dad because anytime you reach a certain age where whether you're considered grown or not, um it's like a second chance, right? Is they've been awarded a second chance to make things right and also, like I said, take advantage of it. Because more often than not, when kids or young adults move back in with their parents, they don't have to pay no bills. The parents, they sacrifice and bust they you know what to make sure their child or children can get on their feet. Okay. And if you anything like me, baby, mine can live with me forever. I don't care because one of those generational curses that I don't believe in is kicking your child out at 18 because legally, quote unquote, they're considered an adult. No, we breaking that curse over here. Okay. You can stay as long as you in school and you working. Now, if you being lazy, that's different. You ain't gonna just sit on your behind. But long as you in school and you working and you trying to better yourself, because I already set my kids is 5 years apart, but they already set up so they can have a head start. My oldest son will be 18 this month, y'all. Oh, bittersweet. I've been crying, child, because he gonna soon graduate in a couple months. But shout out to him because he helped his mama pockets a whole lot with them grades, baby, because them full scholarships been flying in, including LSU. And if y'all know anything about LSU, LSU is one of the top, if not the top colleges in Louisiana, and it's real hard to get in over there. And they sent my baby a full scholarship, meaning for 4 years. Yeah. I brag different. Okay, listen. But he don't want to go, y'all. He don't want to go there. But he said he gonna think about it because he already didn't. I ain't gonna say what college he going to, the one he picked so far. But yeah, they've been sending him left and right. They've been calling for my baby, emailing for my baby. But yeah, it's his choice at the end of the day, y'all. But back to what I was saying. Y'all know I'm all over the place, but I feel like I ain't been here in a while, so we got a lot of catching up to do. Okay. Um, what was I saying? Yeah, so like, she got a second chance and also her father, he has a second chance as well. It was a lot of hurt there. Um, but what we going to do here though, we're going to put that whole oh, he's only, he only got her because people saying, oh, he not helping her or he wronged his child, etc. No, we're going to put that to bed. We're gonna put that to bed because I went back in the vote, of course, and found I think two receipts. I was looking for more because I know it has been stated multiple times, but I found two receipts in the vault where she herself, the horse's mouth has stated that when her dad asked her to go move in, she didn't want to go. She didn't want to go. And the fact that these grown adults ain't even considering, y'all know I say all the time, you can do two things at once in a bunch of different situations. And in this specific situation, two things you can dislike RH, but you can also still use your common sense. Let's say that. You can also still not ignore what's actually going on. Okay? We all know that man has offered his home to his child multiple times. He couldn't, well, not cannot, he couldn't force her to move in. Like, that's common sense, baby. Why are we doing that? I just don't understand that. He couldn't force it. And now, I guess, it was time. Timing is everything. Let's say that also. But he couldn't force it, and now they agreed, and she's there. And from what I'm hearing, it's been in the works. It ain't just started because people started calling things out. No. From what I heard, it's been in the works, okay? And why don't we look at the positive? Why do we always have to find negative in every situation? Why we can't just look at the fact that this man is trying? Even having it hard financially, he's still trying. That deserve a little praise in itself. He's trying. And let's get on Bree just a little bit. We're gonna go back to her too, because she did a couple things, child. But Lord have mercy. It's the throwing rocks high in your hands for me. Okay. Now, let me put this on the screen so y'all can know what I'm talking about first and foremost. Hold on, y'all. Let me pull up this little screenshot out in clips because I had to send things to my email so I don't forget what I wanted to talk about. Because y'all know how my mind works, baby. Oh, Lord. I'm getting that foggy brain. I guess it come when you get older because I be forgetting stuff so fast. Me and Harmony literally be laughing at each other because we be about to say something and then forget it in the same, literally in the same 3 seconds. All right, let me see. I got a couple things that I wanted to talk about with y'all. Let me pull them up, y'all. Give me a second. This is the one I need right here, though. Okay. No, not that. One more. All right, this is the last one. Okay. So the first one I want to go, matter of fact, hold on, because I seen y'all send me a couple supers. I'm not ignoring nobody, I swear. Let me go up a little bit. Hold on, y'all. I think I shouted out. Thank you, Miss Jackie. Thank you, my love. Let me see. Let me see. Shout out to CSBSN for being a member for 12 months. Hey, hey to you. Um, Miss Simone, I would say yes. I would say she asked if Lawanya keeping Momo away. I would say yes because as we all know, this weekend was his weekend. This week, since we putting it on the flow, we seen he went and picked up DW, and if she's living in NC, it wasn't nothing but not even a hop, skip, or a jump to let that man get his child. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, yeah, yeah. It was his weekend, so it's definitely given. We keeping her away. Now if he end up getting her, hey, this was his weekend. Period. Okay. Y'all know she tried to pull a fast one real quick to make it seem like she ain't doing the things we say she do. What's up, Big Boy TV? Okay, look, y'all, we got a fella in the building. Y'all know I love it when we get because we got this. This is mainly a female audience. Shout out to my ladies, but we don't get too many fellas outside of my bro Terry. We got my musical engineer, the one who make my intros, brother Pratt. Who else? We got my bro Hollywood Herb, Mr. Woodard. Who else? I hope I ain't missing nobody. Cause some of y'all be having men names, but it be some women. So I don't know. But that's the ones that I know of. Don't hold me to it if I forgot somebody, because that's the ones that are more vocal. Shout out to Envy Me for being a member for 10 months. She say brief problem is her lies is catching up with her. She needs to help. She needs to help for her childhood trauma. Yep. I agree. Thank you for hitting that like button. I appreciate you. Y'all might have to go check out your channel. You got a platform over there, or you just be on here? Hey, Special K. Thank you, Terry. 15 super chats to go. Thank you, bro. Let me see. Let me go down, y'all. Hold on. Y'all know I like to keep up with the comments. Thank y'all for the congratulatory comments. I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna let y'all nephew know. He ain't home right now. He went dance, child. They went Zydecoin. Um, I did. I got them, child of God. I got those comments. I think I got one of them for sure that I screenshot to read with y'all. I got one for sure. Shout out to Mila for being a member for 13 months. She said, I think Laonia allegedly moved back to be a sister bone with dry. What you mean, sister? Never mind. Dry pockets rib as her last resort. She is nothing a good man wants at the y'all. Listen, speaking of bone, okay? So my source sent me a little quick one too, little screen recording where um y'all know one thing about Bree is she's gonna throw a rock high her hand. She gonna be on some sneaky ish because y'all know for the longest in the saga, we've been saying how we've been saying how her first baby daddy's wife don't care for her. And that's because of the things she put out here and all before when, drop offs happened and so forth, she had to pull up at a gas station or she had, she'll let other people bring the kids, right? So why she posted her story and it's in black and white. I wonder why she put that particular clip in black and white, but that's neither here nor there. She posts where the boy twin, was crawling on the son's desk, his gaming desk. Yeah, we all know he has a gaming desk in the room at his dad's house. So that was real interesting. One thing about her, she got to let it be known something is going on. Okay? She got to let it be known because why did you feel the need to post that clip? Like, what? Why did you see? And that's the things we be talking about. Why did you feel the need to post and let the world know that your son, or not even your son, because it wasn't about the baby, it was about her. Why did you feel the need? She literally posted a video, y'all, of the boy twin crawling on the desk talking about, Jahseer, how did you get up there? How did you, like, she ain't watching her baby climb up there. But it just be those little knick-knack, you know what, moments or whatever. So it's like, why? What was the purpose of that? You want people to know that you in your first baby daddy's house? That's what it gave to me. Okay? But child, listen, that's on their body. If the wife is okay with it, then hey, I know child, we're gonna have to talk about some things. Okay? Hold on, y'all. But yeah, that was real interesting right there. She let it be known. That's what we be talking about though. Those little moments like that. Also with her. Thank you, Miss Duncan. Hey, Cancer 66. Hey, Aisha. You say she didn't want Momo to be posted with his other daughter in the mirror. That judge is going to tear her ass up in court. You think that's what it is? But this the crazy part, y'all. What's her name? Amira. Shout out to Amira. Okay, shout out to the spiritual butterfly. The what she call herself? The shaman goddess. Okay, shout out to her because it take real grown woman. We're gonna call her Big Amira because it take real grown, mature energy, grown woman vibes to move the way she's been moving. Baby, you could tell that lady ain't got a piece of hate in her. She looked like she just happy all the time. Like, she, shout out to Big Amira. It gives that for me. It gives that she's definitely in her feminine energy, which is what most men crave. That's what a lot of females don't realize. Men, yes, of course, men look at butts and boobs and all of the things, exterior wise, but it's something about that feminine energy that attracts a man. It feeds their soul. Okay? Like a good home cooked meal where you put your elbows in it. And I ain't talking about let me not say that, but a good home cooked meal is equivalent to that feminine energy feeding that man's soul, baby. Okay? They'll see, the boobs, the butt. They'll see that because they men. But yeah, it brings a completely different vibe, just a totally different energy. And the fact that she is so welcoming, like she just, you could tell it's giving really a family unit there. Like we can conquer the world together. That's what it's given to me. Okay. I feel that from her energy. I don't feel no bad vibes when it comes to her, y'all. Like I really don't. I think she's the one. I really do think she's the one for him. He's totally different with her. And you could tell, and I don't want to bring up nobody else's names, but It's just different. It's a different vibe. Child RH be showing every last one of them teeth when he with that lady. Okay, but yeah, and she's so welcoming, and they jumping on her or criticizing her for weird things. Might I add? I feel like to say she's been minding her business, um, just adding to his family unit and just being a good person for him and his kids. And even with, if y'all remember when RH and Bree posted the whole co-parenting video, Amira was the biggest cheerleader in the comments, child. She wanted that for them. And what's even crazier is the fact that she did a video where she said, and I think I seen this on, was it Queen Step? I think it was Queen Step, if I'm not mistaken, where Amira was saying how RH and her baby daddy, she has a little girl, her baby daddy and RH is real, real cool. They communicate and everything. I heard, I think it was Queen Step who said that Amira, spoke on that on the live, saying how they have a really good thing going with, the village, right? The whole village and co-parenting and all of that, and how she was hoping that one day it could get to a level of um her being able to communicate with the mothers. So that speaks volumes to me, y'all. Like that really speaks volumes, even being that, because first of all, they have no reason to not like each other. They don't know each other. You can't hold somebody accountable for the person that they choose to be with. Like you can't hold them accountable because you dislike your baby daddy or whatever, and now you mad because you mad at the new girlfriend just because. Like that's weird shit. Okay, that is very much weird. But if this lady is opening and welcoming to you, your child, whatever, why not be the mature party and go against the grain of bitterness? That's how I look at it. Like that lady shouldn't be catching no flack because she ain't did nothing to catch none. She ain't did nothing. But hey, you gotta be careful how you move with people because karma be choosing, baby. Okay? Karma be choosing, especially when you intentionally doing things to people that ain't doing anything to you. It's one thing to do. Never mind. Shut up, Pop. Thank you, Tajay. Still love it here. Thank you for the 25 months, my love. Hey, me, us. Um, let's see. Thank you, Envy Me. I love you more, my girl. Every time you say Zydeco, I think about the movie Love Jones. Really? They say that in there? I don't remember. Thanks for mentioning my Bulu Pog. Yes, I gotta mention my bro. Y'all been here since the beginning, of course. Hey Maya. All right, let me get to the bottom. Thank you, Terry. Terry say we gonna bring this goal down, baby. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you. And thank you, Janae. Let me see. Did you see the girls? Did you see they had a girls' date last night? Mirror and no, I never seen it, y'all. I was gonna go snoop the pages while we on live. Okay, I didn't see it yet, but let me pull this up because we gotta talk about this. We got 447 in the building, y'all. Please hit that like button for Pac. I don't know what the likes is doing. Make sure they doing what they need to do if y'all don't mind. YouTube then step their game up. Now you can't even see how many likes the creator has, which I think is a good thing in a sense, but we can't see how many likes we getting. That's the only bad part. Like I can't even see how many people hitting the like button. So I think they would have did good by at least allowing the creator to see how many likes they got. Unless I'm tripping. Maybe it show if you live through YouTube. I don't know, but I can't see it through StreamYard. So even when I go on my phone on my YouTube, I still can't see the amount of likes. I might have to go in studio to see. But yeah, y'all, definitely that like button and please support the goal, y'all, if y'all can. All right, let me see which one I want to show y'all first. Let's go with this one first. So of course I bleeped out the person's name. This was an actual screenshot that I had in the vote, y'all, because I get all kind of stuff. Okay, I get all kind of stuff. But anyways, how you can see the likes? I can't even see it. 207. How y'all can see it? It's updated. Let me check. Well, y'all need to hit the like button, y'all, because we got almost 500 in here, 207 on the likes. Come on now, we got to do better than that. Even if you a troll, baby, if you here and I've been gone for a couple days, that means you got your notifications on for Pop. So yeah, you need to be hitting the like button too. You need to be hitting that like button too, because you clearly loving something over here. If you in every live, that's the weirdest part. So go on and hit that like button for your girl. All right, let me see. Why is not? All right, it don't show it on my end. Wait, let's see. Save like. Nope, it do not show it, y'all. That is so weird to me. It don't show. It show we got 457 watching, but that's it. Wow. I don't know what's going on with the tube. But anyways, so y'all, this right here was a comment that was actually made under, I think, one of DW's posts. Had to be one of DW's posts. And as y'all can see, I even screenshot the dates. Okay, because I think the date and the time is very necessary when you trying to paint a picture, right? Or give context to a specific receipt. So y'all can see it says August 17th, 2025, which was what? Last year. Okay? That was last year. We are now in 2026. So the person who commented said, move home with your daddy so he can allow you to finish school there and still get help for your baby until you finish up. You can work in Atlanta and get a place there. He can help, but don't stay there with your mom. That or move with your daddy father since he's been sick anyways. He could use the company. Sometimes you have to make uncomfortable decisions to find comfort, right? So DW replied and said, I'm happy where I'm at, right? Now, I ain't showing y'all this to be messy or anything like that. I'm showing y'all this for the purpose of showing that she declined multiple times. And I got to find the receipts where RH even spoke on it multiple times and even said, because they been dragging him on account of his oldest baby, right? They've been dragging him as if it was his fault that Sierra is struggling over there and can't catch a break. I just don't understand it. But y'all know, the ones who've been around, y'all know he's been getting drugged for their circumstances. And that's something, if he having it hard himself, how the hell he gonna help other grown people? Like, make it make sense. Make it make sense. And what a lot of people fail to realize, let me take this one down and put the other one up. And this is not me dragging anyone, right? I made a post on my community wall and asked y'all, I think it was, how did I state it? How old? Let me see, because I don't want to misquote it. Hold up, y'all. Let me pull it up. I said, where is that? Okay, so I said yesterday, at what age would y'all say a child is old enough to know right from wrong? Get in them comments, baby. Age answers only, y'all, and give me a reason why. Now, the reason for me posting that is because I see a lot of people constantly holding RH accountable for the decisions his child made. We can't do that. We can't, like, let me give y'all an example, right? And this example is away from the saga. I'm not throwing subs at nobody or anything like that, which I don't care who think I am. Anyway, um, if you raise your child, let's say a child is raised in a two-parent household, right? Raised by the best, no trauma, childhood trauma, no witnessing of a bruise or anything like that. Just a regular two-parent household in a decent environment. And your child, who then becomes a young adult, let's say that, decides to go out with friends and gets peer pressured into, or even at their own will, decides to try drugs, right? Specifically cocaine. Okay. I'm just saying, I'm just throwing a rug out there. Is the parents responsible for that decision or no? Even if they do it while they're underage, is the parent responsible for that decision? Come on, y'all. Let's talk to me. Talk nice to your girl. Okay. Are we responsible for the decisions and actions of our kids once they are old enough to know right from wrong? I personally would say that I'm gonna give because you gotta leave a little room for error because as kids they are being raised into adults and a lot of times they are become a product of their environment, right? And you got some that go against the grain. You got some that see the environment and they say, "Oh, I don't want that for myself, so I'm gonna do everything in my power to make a difference for myself or break that generational curse," right? A lot of times it happens like that as well, where you can get a child becomes a doctor once they get older, but both of their parents was drug addicts, right? It happens, y'all. And it ain't always the parents' fault based on what the kids or young adults decide to do moving forward. We not with our children at every beck and move. All we can do is raise them correctly and hope that they make the right decisions. That's all we can do. That's it. That's all. Like, but you can't beat yourself up because and strangers shouldn't be beating nobody up behind stuff like that either. Now, if it's obvious signs of neglect or whatever, if you see somebody just not taking care of their kids properly or anything like that, that's different. But when you raising a child and you doing your best and whatever your best is, then hey, but you can't. I don't feel like the parents should be held liable for now. Take y'all remember I did a live on it was a man in Florida, I forgot his name, where he had gave his son the keys to his vehicle and he was 15 years old, the son, and he allowed him to take his vehicle. And in the process of the son taking the vehicle, the son ain't had no driver's license, no permit, no nothing. Okay. Just his daddy permission. He ended up running a stop sign and unaliving four people, a grandma and her three grandchildren. That's different because the parent was well aware. They not only was they well aware, but they also gave permission for the child to do it, knowing it was wrong, right? So that's a different scenario. But if you got a child that's sneaking behind your back and doing adult things or whatever, you can't control that. And you can hold as tight a leash as you want to on your kids. But guess what? They're gonna find a way. We all been kids before, okay? And I had very strict. Well, my mom wasn't that strict, but my daddy was strict. Listen, he was real strict. God rest his soul. But I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all experience that also where, and that y'all know the saying they always say, if you hold on too tight, they're gonna wild out later, right? So that's a real thing in some cases. We ain't gonna say 100%, but more often than not, kids once they had that leash on them, they didn't have no freedom or none of that. They do wild out. They have a point where they wild out and have fun, right? Y'all know fun, 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 child. But yeah, like I wish they stopped holding this man accountable for things that happen outside of his control. And then also, if we're going to hold him accountable, then you have to also consider the mother. I see people saying, "Oh, him and Sierra failed DW." How can y'all say that? Like, I could understand if it was obvious to where, he was just neglecting his child. He has offered her to move several times before her now finally moving with him. He has offered that, y'all. Matter of fact, let me pull up another screenshot. He's offered that. And even so, offered it because he was struggling financially. At least he would have been able to help her under the same roof. Okay? That's the reason for him offering her to move and the baby in the first place because of his financial struggles, because of y'all know everything that been going on. And that would have been his way of helping her. Hey, I can't just give you loads of money every time you ask, so I'm offering you a roof, food, stability. Like that's a lot right there. Okay? Most people don't have that. Look at Sierra. And it don't look like she's child. It's given she didn't made social media a crutch for her circumstances. That's what it's starting to give because at this point it's like, girl, what are you doing wrong? We don't see no right, but what are you doing wrong at this point? And another thing too is because I seen somebody had sent me a screenshot where she had made a post saying, it's sad that I don't even have family that can help me. Let me say this because I don't, y'all. When it comes to that, right? First of all, was the family with you when you was busting it wide open for all of these different men and allowing them to plant seeds in you that later grew into young little beings? Was the family with you then? Did anybody in your family, and I'm pretty sure they did, because y'all know when family members make decisions, certain family members can see things before it happened, like a struggle, because you already struggling before you decide to procreate, right? You can see that. You can see the struggle, especially if you in it. If you know you already struggling with 3, why would you go have 3 more? Let's make it make sense. Because nobody is obligated to do anything for a grown mother. Okay? Nobody is obligated. Like that's so crazy to me. I just don't understand. That's the one I'm talking about. Who's oh, let me get out them comments before I forget my thought, y'all. Nobody is obligated. She made a post, y'all. I'm gonna go on her page in a few too. But she made a post saying it's sad that I don't have any family members that can help. Girl, when you was getting them maybe 3 minutes of pleasure, was you thinking about the family helping you then? Like, oh yes, impregnate me. My family gonna help. Ciao, bye. I just don't get it, y'all. Like, come on. Her circumstances was bad when she had the last one. She was on her way out. If y'all remember, she got pregnant in her rental property, the last property that she had before she started her hotel journey, right? She got pregnant and then a couple months later, she was out the door. So she knew she was struggling financially. Baby, listen, if I'm having a hard time financially, don't touch me. Okay? I don't even want to risk a procreation. I can't even enjoy it if I'm struggling. So she enjoyed it a little too much in the struggle. To the point where at this point it's like, girl, go get them babies to their daddy. And then get them when you get back on your feet. Even if you gotta get some paperwork notarized by an attorney, I'm pretty sure you can find somebody to do that pro bono off for a couple dollars. One document notarized where they sign, hey, once I get back on my feet, give me my child back. And it seems like they wouldn't mind doing that. But the reason why she's in the situation she's in, y'all, is because of that mouth. See, a lot of women have kids not because they just want kids, but because of control. They want to control the narrative. And then you hear these same women constantly talking about narc this, narc that, not even realizing, baby, you a whole female narc out here. You are trying to control a man and you using the child as a pawn. Anytime you and that man not getting along and you strip him of his visitation rights or his seeing his child privileges because y'all ain't getting along, or you mad because he was in somebody DM. What you think that is? That is narcissistic behavior. Narcissistic parenting is a real thing. Look it up. While we constantly throwing that narc word out here about these men, these women, yeah, they can hold that title too, baby. Narcissism doesn't just align with males, okay? But that's what it's giving a lot of people think. Because there's a whole lot of female narcs running around out here. And some who know they having babies specifically for that control. Oh, let me hurry up and get pregnant because I know he ain't making a big coin now, but you know, at any point that career can take off, baby. Oh, you want to see the child? Oh no, because you pissed me off the other day. You ain't seen her. You ain't seen, you got my child support? You ain't got it? Oh no, you ain't seeing them. That's how they be coming. That's narcissistic parenting. A man being able to see his child or children should not be um done based upon if he got some money for you. Because men struggle too. But guess what? If they trying, that's still a help. He could be watching the kids while you go your ass to work. That's still helping. Look, they talk a lot of shit about Peach and Wood, but guess what? That man is a good daddy. From what I could see, he might not have it financially, but guess what? Their little scenario, their little situation, family dynamic, it works for them. Peach clocked that bag and he keep they cheering. And apparently it's working for them. Because guess what? What a lot of people fail to realize, ain't no better place for your child than with the mama or the daddy. Because when you start opening the door for other people, strangers, etc., to watch your kids, guess what? That's when them statistics start rolling in. And y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay? So yeah. Like we all know, and then when it comes to Laonia and Foot Meat, both of them can be sitting on somebody's couch discussing narcissistic parenting because you got Laonia over there making posts. Matter of fact, child, we're gonna get into that. Let me read this. So somebody made this post and DW commented, and the lady said, and as y'all can see, oh shoot, this not even the one, y'all, because I wanted to put the one with the date on it. Hold on, let me pull that one up. Make sure y'all hitting that like button. All right, I need to take the other one down because I might accidentally click on it again. Oh shoot, I must have never put it up, y'all. Damn it. Let me see. Okay. Ooh. All right, I'm missing one. Where are you? That's not it. Hold on, y'all. Bear with me. This ain't it. There you go. There you go. I found it. All right, let's pull it up. Okay, so this is the one. As y'all can see, the date says August 18th, 2025. All right, so already said enough is enough. He's not going to sit around and let people. I'm going to read that too. I seen that, y'all. I'm going to pull that up also. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Thank you, Miss Nina. She said we got 299 on the likes. We got 482 in the building. Hit the like button, y'all, and please support my little goal. Okay, it helps. It helps, y'all. It really helps. Okay, so somebody posted this. I scratched their name out because I don't like to, insert people or put people on blast that ain't really got nothing to do. Because we got a whole lot of clout chasing nut cases that's trying to grasp and put their paws into the motion of this saga. Y'all, they got one over there on Facebook that's running completely rampant. At this point, let me shut up. So she posted, why when a single mother is struggling, y'all say give the kids to the daddy/daddy. Don't you think if he/they wanted them, he/they would have them? No. Let me keep going because her post is old. It ain't even about what she said. It's about what DW said. If the mother's struggling, why not do your part to help? So DW says this, and most times the kid don't even want to go with the other parent, right? So I just showed y'all this to just show that she's expressed multiple times at first that she wanted to stay with her mom. She was good where she at, etc., etc. So if she's expressing that, is only so much the dad can do. He couldn't force her because y'all know there is a such thing as once you get to a certain age, the child has the option to stay with which parent they want to stay with legally. If you know, you know. Just Google it, baby. Okay. But yeah, like he wasn't gonna force his child. Even when she did move in with him, if y'all remember, it was a point where she was living with her daddy when she was in high school. And she wanted to go back to her mom. And I'm thinking it's because he was so strict, rightfully so. He allowed her to. He allowed her to. So don't jump on him because he ain't try to. Child, at this point, they probably don't even care. They just want to have something to say. They just want to have something to say. But let's not ignore that this man has offered his child a place to stay multiple times. And she's finally there. And it looked like they happy. Okay. Now, what I will say is, DW, you're gonna have to get a little comfortable with that camera, baby, because you know your daddy gonna record some content. He's trying to get back on his feet, and rightfully so. Rightfully so for the ones in the back that say, "Oh, get the camera out her face." That's his profession. That's what he does. That's how the bills get paid and people get taken care of. Okay? So cut him some slack. Because y'all not over there with LaOnya in her comments talking about get the camera out them cheering faces. Y'all, if y'all ain't telling her that in the comments, then ease your little tail on up off of this man page with the BS, because he's been having the same profession for over 10 years now. Okay? So yeah. No, stop doing that. We're gonna be fair. If we're gonna speak on it on one end, we gotta speak on it on both. If y'all feel like he shouldn't have the camera and knowing that's his profession and that's how he make his coin, then y'all need to be telling that to other people as well. And if I was her, like I said, really take advantage of this situation, because your daddy is the GOAT for real when it comes to this content stuff. She gonna be, because she's a content creator also. People forgetting that as well. That's how she make her little coin too. So take advantage of this situation. Y'all come up with some good ideas, good skits. Include the grandbaby. Child, she can be a whole brand ambassador because she is gorgeous. That baby is, she remind me of Ham when Ham was that size. My baby's still gorgeous, but they kind of look alike, y'all. Yeah. Take advantage of it. Get her into some, like put out as a brand ambassador. People start sending you things, clothing and stuff like that. I told y'all I do that also. For anybody that has a child's boutique and you want him to model your clothing on social media or whatever, and for me to push it, email me. Anybody have a business that you want me to, sample your products? No food products, y'all, but anything else, email, hit me up, because some people then started sending me stuff already. Okay. But yeah, she can do that also. It's a lot of opportunity when you have a lot of followers, especially when you already have a foot in the door, because it's a generational thing. RH set the blueprint. And that's why a lot of people eating now while they talking shit. If we gonna keep it a buck for real. A lot of people eating off that blueprint, baby. They can say, "Oh, his numbers low." Ain't like it. His numbers ain't low for a reason. It was a reason, because them numbers ain't always been low. Them numbers used to be in the millies. Okay, let's not act like we forgot. The low numbers are due to the lies that was told. The lies, baby. Let's not act like we didn't forgot how all of this came about. We're not gonna do that. We, like I already say, we ain't gonna rewrite history. If we're gonna talk about it, we're gonna talk about it in 100% factual dialogue. But anyways, yeah. She's gonna have to get a little more comfortable, because that is a content creating household, And if she is uncomfortable, then she could talk to her daddy about that. But for the ones in the back that saying, "Oh, she don't look comfortable," y'all is weird. Y'all weird as hell. She's vocal. She's very vocal. I'm pretty sure if she, uncomfortable with something, she don't have no reason or no issue with letting her daddy know. Period. But y'all gotta stop being weird. Y'all be acting like y'all know these people personally to say, "Oh," because that from my understanding and being on the outside looking in, being in the saga from the beginning, DW hasn't been the most um out there person as far as content goes. So for people to think that they know her personal feelings based off of reactions or her not smile, I don't like when people do that. Like that's so weird to me. Oh, she ain't smiling right as she don't want to be on the camera. How you know she just not a smiler? Everybody move different with their emotions and body language. Now, if you at a point where you know somebody's body, like you could tell with Bree, her body language is very giving and telling because of her pattern of behavior. But DW ain't been out here long enough for y'all to even know that. Y'all just being weird. Okay? Y'all just being weird. But yeah, take advantage of that. They both can clock some major coins with that family content because that's where it all well, that ain't where it started, but that's where it cranked up. The family content. Tuti, go on this 1 minute for mommy. Okay. And don't forget my coffee in the microwave. Stay by it, warm it for 1 minute, bring it back to me. Go ahead, girl. All right, hold on, y'all. Let me unlock tablet. Okay. Gonna get 1 more hour. She'll go her little butt to bed because they got school tomorrow. Thank you, Miss Angela. You said Arif is such a forgiving man because she played a part in his demise as well. I'll be afraid to trust her. He forgives everyone, even though in cases she was manipulated, she still knew she was lying cash. Okay, let me tell y'all how I feel about that. Right? I look at it like this. Now, of course, we on the outside looking in, and that's still his child, oh, y'all. And I get it. I get it because I know we all would feel a way if our child did something that maybe betrayed us or whatever. But at the end of the day, and he do have a forgiving heart. He's very forgiving, okay? But that's still his baby. That's his first child. They got things that they gotta work on, but I don't see even if I was in that situation, I couldn't see myself just throwing my child, leaving my child out there for the wolves. Like I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that because that child came from me. You know, everybody looks at betrayal differently, but that's his baby. You know that he knows why he moved the way he moved, and it's gonna take some time. Even with them moving in together now, it's still gonna take time. They still gotta work on their relationship because a lot has been done. A lot has been done, but um, he probably also feeling like it's some things that he could have did better as well as her dad. We don't know that. You know what I'm saying? Only they will know on their end. Now, I don't think it was, to a certain magnitude, but we all know that most men aren't emotionally connected to their children like the moms are. And it's even some moms who ain't either. They don't have that emotional connection because for one, they don't have kids for the right reasons. Let's say that. So yeah, that's a whole nother conversation, baby. But I think they're gonna get there. I think they're gonna get there. That's his baby at the end of the day. That's his first child. Um, I'm gonna be praying for that relationship, and this was a good start. This was a good start. And hopefully he finds out a lot of things too while she's there. Shout out to them. Hopefully he find out some things, baby. Okay? Okay. Thank you, Terry, bro. I appreciate you. Let me see. Playing to be uh okay. Hey, me need to go. Hey, sister. Okay, let me show y'all something else real quick. Make sure y'all hit that like button. We got 526 in the building, y'all. Please keep supporting the goal if y'all can. But hit that like button for Pop. All right, let's get to La Onya. Wait, where's the one I wanted to? Is this the one? I don't think it's the one I wanted, but we're gonna go with this one first. Um, thank you, Nene. Thank you, sister. I appreciate you. Okay, so who y'all talking about in the comments? Who is Betty Boo? Let me see. Oh no, we ain't doing that over here. You can get on. You can get on, Bookie, but we ain't doing that. Y'all don't even be knowing people for real, and y'all come over here with them weird comments. Keep that weirdness over there. And that's my thing. Like, it be these random people that go create a fake. First of all, you ain't who you say you is, because you coming over here on a fake page. How it be the audacity for me. How you saying somebody ain't who they say they is, but you on a fake page? So if you don't get on, these people are weird, bro. They are weird. They make claims like that, and they don't have nothing to back up what they be saying. They just be trying to sway people. Like we ain't been in this saga since the beginning. How much more differently could a person be in years? Like, oh, he's hiding who he truly is. Well, damn, he hid it for years. If that's the case, y'all gotta stop being weird. Especially if you know you don't support somebody, don't indulge. This is social media. Ain't nobody forcing it. Be them weirdos. And we got the weirdest supporters. But anyways, if you don't support these people, you ain't gotta be around them in real life. You don't have to be around them. Like you don't have to go on his page. I just don't get it. That's the part I understand. It's like they act like they're being forced to support somebody. It never gave that. Okay, it has never gave that. That's all right. I got them, y'all. I got them because I know y'all. Sometimes y'all be like, I don't know if I should get rid of them or. Child, listen. If they being weird, get their ass out of here. Just don't be blocking my supporters. Okay, don't block mine. But if somebody being weird and they on a fake page trying to stir some shit up and y'all ain't never seen them before, yeah, y'all can get them up out of here because they'll wait till they can comment to say the weirdest shit. And it's like, are you grown? Are you of age? Are you mature? These people weird. Just enjoy the dialogue, people. We ain't doing nothing but talking. Enjoy the dialogue. Kick your feet up. Drink some coffee, some tea, a soda, some wine, a beer, some liquor, whatever you got. Drink it. This is YouTube is for entertainment purposes, educational purposes. Okay, content, reactionary purposes. That's it. That's all. Some of y'all be making it weird. It ain't that serious. Enjoy the reactionary commentary or go watch TV. Go watch the stories. Go watch a basketball game. You ain't got to make it weird. Anyways, I feel like I had to say that. Some of these people just be doing the most. Like, it ain't that serious, baby. All right. Let's see. Now, why I show some that's so weird how some of y'all can see the likes, but I can't. I don't know why it's like that. I'm gonna go back and look. I might have been overlooking it, but it definitely did update, y'all. It did update. So Lanya posted this yesterday or day before, something like that. And she said, because y'all know she gotta make it seem like she's a victim always. When you disrespect a God-fearing, protected woman, it stopped being personal real quick. It turns spiritual. Now, let me say this, right? Because at this point, that whole victimizing yourself facade narrative is out the door. It's out the window, especially after that live that Janelle dropped, where he literally interviewed himself. Okay. Victimizing yourself. It's so weird because I literally seen text messages, y'all. Shout out to Dawn because Dawn really did her big one in this saga with the messages. I was looking at a message earlier when I was, working on my premiere, and it was a message where she was talking to Dawn, getting Dawn to message Janelle because apparently they had broke up, right? And apparently she had did something. And I'm thinking it's around that time when she was talking to multiple men at one time. I think that's what was going on. Now I could be wrong. It could have been a different situation because y'all know she'll hide what she do and she'll put out what these men do publicly, right? And for the most part, these men keep everything bottled up. But she was having Dawn message him, and he was pretty much telling Dawn, Because remember, Dawn put out her and Janelle text messages to y'all. And he was basically telling Dawn, like, I'ma see, like I'ma see if we go any further with this relationship. Blase. Let me see if I can pull it up. Because I don't be wanting to misquote certain things. I want to say it verbatim. Hold up, y'all. Let's see. Hiding. Let's see. Okay. So apparently something had happened, y'all. And this was, I don't know the year, but it says on the text message, it says Friday, October 6th at 10:05 a.m. And Dawn messaged Janelle and said, Brianna outside your house, which I'm sure you already know. She said she just wants to talk. And then Dawn says, did you finally let her in? Question mark. Right? So then, damn, I clicked off the doggone message. Hold on, y'all. Where is it at? Okay, here you go. So see, she don't tell us, she ain't put none of this out on social media. That's why I say shout out to Dawn. She only put out things that helps her narrative. The victimizing myself and these men are I'm the perfect person. I don't do no wrong in a relationship. Us it good, accountability, things like that. That's how she moves. Hold on, y'all, because Ham ain't can't. I literally just told Ham, don't forget my coffee. Hold up. She'll say, okay, mama, and still forget it. Say it like she just did. So Janelle replies to Dawn and says, thanks for your hold on. Come around, Tootie. Come around. Why you got a glove on? That's gloves don't stop from the heat, not a plastic. Girl, that's a plastic glove. That you still gonna feel the heat. Close my door, girl. So mind y'all, these messages right here been out. These been out, but they were overlooked because it was so much going on. And that's one thing about how the human brain works, right? When something comes out, you will literally forget about what previously came out because your brain gets focused on the now or what's going on in that moment. But these messages have been out there. They're still on Dawn's Facebook page. Okay? They're still up there. But I feel like they was overlooked because at that time Bree was painted and was being painted and painting herself as the victim, right? Even though, us on this end, we didn't look at it like that, but still, with Janelle, we did in a sense. In a sense, we kind of looked at because he was painted like so badly at one point, and even to top off the things that happened with him at RH, even though they good now, but at that point in time, we didn't hear his side of the story. Okay. So um Janelle replies to Dawn and says, thanks for your concern. With respect to her, I will allow her to let you know what's going on if she wants to. She has a lot of stuff to do. I'm not in the right kind of space currently to elaborate on any of this. I hope you respect it and continue to guide her and her family if God sees fit. And then he put love at the bottom. Now, this ain't the Janelle that she painted to us, right, y'all? And the crazy part is, I wasn't gonna give y'all this, but since we here, because it's still being certain narratives still being pushed on social media, like this post, for instance. When you read, and I'm gonna read a little bit more to y'all, but the rest y'all gonna have to wait for. Okay, y'all got to wait for the rest. But this post right here is very manipulative. It's very gaslighted because it's like you still painting yourself as a victim, as if people didn't see you beating down that man Doe like the Incredible Hulk, trying to get in there and tear his shadow and see who he had up there, right? It's like, why? Why? Even though everybody don't see everything that goes on social media, some people probably still don't know that she was beating the door down, right? Everybody don't see everything, but to keep spinning these narratives when for the majority, at least 75% of people on social media know that she's not innocent in any of this. Okay? But listen to this post, y'all, because she's still pushing this narrative as if she's God's favorite. Like God ain't got Janelle and LaTrue covered as well. Like they not his kids too, or his children too. Baby, you gonna hurt yourself even more so in the long run, running with a mindset as if you're so favored that God won't cover people that you wrong. People that you wrong. And it's crazy because throughout this entire ordeal slash saga, she the only one been going to jail for everything. You gotta make it make sense. It got to make some type of sense. But listen to this, y'all. Listen to how she views herself as some type of favored person in God's eyes, right? She says, when you disrespect a God-fearing, protected woman, it stops being personal real quick. It turns spiritual. It starts showing up in your money, your peace, your ability to keep anything solid, even your sleep ain't right. The fact that she describing herself is what's even more creepy. And does she not realize that? Because we all can see her money has been affected. We all can see her, it ain't no peace around her, like none. You can't keep anything solid. All of these men, these baby daddies is gone, moving on, grabbing up grabbing up women. They in relationships. Like what? She's literally describing herself in this post. Ain't no overnight downfall. Have we not been watching the downfall, y'all? It's little by little, everything starts slipping. Prime example. This girl went from making 450K. Well, that could have been just that specific year, but let's say 50 to $60,000 a month. But in the court papers, it says 12K a month. Is that not a downfall? And to be honest, I don't even think she's making that at this point. I really don't think that, y'all. I really, based on some stuff that I done heard, I don't think she's making that at this point. Okay, but yeah, we're gonna let her have it since it was in that paperwork. But what else? What else I want to say? Yeah, like think about what she had versus now. She had businesses. She had that clothing boutique, Miss LaTrue boutique, whatever. She had her books. She had a skincare line at one point. She had the wig stuff. Um, what else did she do? I think that was it. But she had all of that. That's all gone. That's all gone. Went from being able to rent six to let's say $4,000 to $7,000 monthly rental homes, big old 2-story homes, to apartments and townhouses. Like that's what you call a decline. That's what literally what a downfall is. A downfall is when you go from literally clocking a bag and being able to buy what you want, live where you want, spend what you want, et cetera, to having to budget, having to cut back, having to start giving things back, like that BMW. I think was it a BMW or Mercedes, one of the two. But the fact that she didn't see, and let me tell y'all why. This you got to just pay attention when it comes to that vehicle. Remember that car that she gave back? It was either a BMW or a Mercedes, one of the two. She knew very well how much her monthly notes was when she got the vehicle, because you can't get like they gonna talk numbers with you initially. You're gonna know. You gonna know your APR ain't shat. You gonna know because you know what your credit is. Ain't nobody that damn naive to not know they gonna have a high ass interest rate when they credit is shat. She was very much in the known when it came to her financial situation, et cetera, right? She had no issue with paying $2,000, $3,000 a month for that car in the beginning because she was clocking a big coin monthly, right? What's 2, 3K if you making $50,000, $60,000 a month. What's that? That's little things to a big boss, right? But then when the monthly income starts declining and you gotta start looking back at your finances, what you spending on, that's when you start like, okay, now, I wanted this car for the look, to flex, to showboat, but I can't afford it. I gotta cut that back. I gotta get me something affordable. We seen it. We seen the key or whatever. But which in all actuality, she should have had that from the beginning anyways, because when you got a lot of kids, you shouldn't be going to get a little compact SUV or whatever. Like, you need to get something. I see, that's something I never cared about. I never cared about things for the look. Like, now don't get me wrong, I had a Mercedes before, okay? But I feel like that's all for the look. It's just a look thing. You got when you start getting older in a different mindset, you start looking at things differently as far as what's gonna last. Like, what's longevity? What's gonna last, and what's gonna be something gonna be able to fit all your kids? Like, you start looking at things like that. Is y'all know the richest people in the world, literally the richest people in the world, you can't even tell because they live like regular people. They don't even want people to know they got money. They don't waste their money on designer. Y'all, in my area, God rest her soul, this was a white lady. And she owned like damn near all the buildings downtown here. Some other things. I think it was like the newspaper. She was a millionaire, basically. Y'all, this lady would literally be sleeping in her car some nights and had properties and everything. I'm telling y'all, no cap. This lady had so much money, y'all. Like, they was fighting over her money when she passed too. Them family members, baby, they was fighting over them coins. But she was a millionaire and you could not tell. You could not tell that this lady was a millionaire because she dressed ruggish. Like, she wouldn't dress like she had money. She drove a regular little, I want to say it was either a Honda or a Toyota. I never forget, it was a little gray Honda or Toyota. And you just couldn't tell. You couldn't tell because she wasn't wearing her money. The people who really got it don't wear it. They don't wear it. When y'all see these celebrities, these rappers and stuff like that, wearing all that jewelry, a lot of times that be rented. They be borrowing that jewelry. They, like, no cap, y'all. I seen documentaries and stuff. They be borrowing that jewelry. And they don't even be buying their houses or none of that. Because you thinking, okay, if I come into a lump sum of money, I'm gonna buy me a house, I'm gonna buy me some property, I'm gonna buy me a car. That's how most people think. And you should. Don't ever let nobody tell you that you're gonna benefit more by not purchasing. No, you just gotta know how to do it correctly. Yes, go buy you a house. Yes, buy you some property. Yes, buy you a car or two. Because we all need two vehicles sometimes, okay? But guess what? The rest of the money that you got, that's when you start getting with uh financial advisors, people who can really, investment bankers, people who can make that money work for you. That's what you do after the fact. That way, if something go wrong with your money, guess what? All your shit paid for. I don't know why people develop the mindset, and then you see all of these millionaires who end up going broke and they ain't got nothing to their name. Then they start having to sell their assets and all. Child, listen. I'd rather be an owner than somebody gambling my money. And I ain't talking about in the casino either. I'm talking about gambling my money, just trying to, hold on to it. Because guess what? The longer you hold, and not saying don't hold on to it, but let me get away from this conversation because y'all, I'm about to really start talking, you know, that's a whole nother conversation. I'll get into that another day, maybe on a members live. But anyways, yeah, like you can't even my kids' dad, they uncle, they great uncle, he passed away. He owned a progressive insurance company. He owned a lot of real estate. He was a millionaire and he passed away a couple years ago, y'all. You could not tell that this man was a millionaire. Guess what? He was living in one of his apartments. Okay. And he owned several, but he was living in one and driving a regular car, nothing fancy. And that man was a whole millionaire, owned insurance, a whole progressive insurance company with a lot of real estate and other stuff like that. Okay, but you couldn't tell because he didn't wear his money. He didn't drive his money. And there's nothing wrong with that, y'all. It's nothing wrong with you, getting nice things, but be smart with it. Be smart. So the real rich people, they got a different mindset. That's basically what I'm trying to say. And you could tell by how she moved initially. And even now, when you look at the scenario, she went from clowning us, the CCs, for asking for super chats, or y'all know how we say, oh, super chat party, cash app, whatever. Da, da, da. She would clown us about that. I got the clips. Y'all didn't seen it. To now, she jumping on YouTube, super chat, and they ain't even giving no content. At least we giving y'all content, educational content, informational, entertainment. We putting in work. This is a job. This is a business. I would never just get on here and say, oh, y'all, give me a super chat party. $1,500 goal. And I'll be like, oh, is that too much? I'm up here setting a goal for 20 and any color. I could end up with $40 at the end of the night. And here she, that girl set a $1,500 goal. I said, God damn. And made it in like 5 minutes. I don't pocket watch, but I'm speaking on the fact that she clowned us for setting goals at one point. That's how God will literally, and that's why I always say karma is recognizable. Karma is up front. Karma don't sneak in or try to catch you off guard. When karma is in your face, baby, you're gonna know. It's very recognizable. And it's always the ones who do people the dirtiest that try to question their karma. Or why, God? Why am I experiencing this, God? Why am I going through this, God? Why I can't catch a break, God? Because guess what? You don't remember when you did Susie this way a couple months ago? Or when you did Bill like this? Are we going to pretend? It be them ones, y'all, that act like they be so good to people. So good to people and can't catch a break in life. Not even realizing you reap what you sow. You reap what you sow. And back to her post. So she said, ain't no overnight downfall. It's little by little. Everything starts slipping. And the wild part, she not even bothering you. She healing, she minding her kids, she living. So we gonna just act like she ain't constantly throwing these babies in his face or, Janelle. Now let me give y'all an example. See, and this is why I say you can hide your hand from people, but you can't hide that hand from God, baby. When you doing things behind the scenes, even when you're alone, God's still seeing that. So when God kind of constantly whipping your ass with that sandal and you wondering why you can't catch a break in life, start looking in the mirror, looking at your actions, how you're treating people, whether it's publicly or in private. And that's why. Karma comes based on your own actions. God ain't just out here beating people up or making you go through hell. No, that's a mirrored domino effect. You getting what you getting because of how you live in your life. Even if you saying, y'all, the fact that she even made this post knowing she just got convicted on her own live the other day, playing with God. She didn't even realize that God was using her own tongue to expose herself. When she did that live, hallelujah, Jesus. When she did that live in the pajamas, she was being convicted. She was telling on her own self when she said, God set me down. And I was like, why, God? Why now, God? Again, God? Again, God? That's her exposing herself, y'all. I don't know how many people caught that, but even saying she couldn't catch a break. She was like, every time I look around, it was something. It was something. It was something. It was something. And then she also said, when she was going, I think she said after she had the babies, if I'm not mistaken, she was going through postpartum. She couldn't get out of bed. She was so depressed and everything was just going wrong. What you think that is? Just because you don't want to acknowledge the karma, don't mean it ain't there. Okay? Listen. Because it's going to be there whether you acknowledge it or not. You can live your life in the blind. And guess what? When you don't acknowledge, you ain't looking at your behavior, you going to forever get beat with that sandal, because the only way to do better is to face it head on, take accountability for your actions, and start moving differently. But if you feel like the only accountability you have is ussy good, guess what? You're going to forever have problems. You're going to forever have problems because you can't even acknowledge when you're wrong. And if you can't acknowledge when you're wrong, then that means you're going to keep moving the same way. And when you keep moving the same way, you're going to keep getting beat by that sandal God got on the back of your neck. Okay? Like, I just don't understand it, child. But um, thank you. This is a delusional post right here, y'all. Thank you, Terry Bro. Thank you, Special Case Special. And thank you, Miss Glenda. I appreciate y'all. Thank you, Raquel. And thank you, Jocelyn. Thank y'all for the love, the love, the love. So, yeah, y'all, this is a delusional post right here. 5:55, y'all hit that like button for Pop. So she also said, and the wild part, she not even bothering you. She healing, she minding her kids, she living, right? She not bothering him. Now we know this is a post right here, gotta be at Janelle, subliminal. So Janelle, let me give y'all an example of throwing rocks, hiding your hand. Well, she ain't really hit it because she posted her story. Janelle posted. Now we all know that she's keeping those babies from Janelle. Because if you really want, oh, that's what I was looking for. Um, if one of my sources is in here, matter of fact, I might have it. Hold on. And don't let me forget to finish reading that text message to y'all. Don't let me forget, because y'all know I'll jump off of here quick, baby, and I'll forget the whole thing. So let's see. I think my source did send me that. Let me see. It was a post that she made about. Uh, okay, this is it right here. All right, let me hold up. Okay, let me send this to my email because this is the one I was looking for. Damn, if I do that, I'm gonna get out of the message. I could always go back to it. Okay. This is the one I want to talk about too. I told y'all I never felt that weather changing. Y'all hear how I sound? All congested. It's cold. My mama said it's supposed to be like 40 degrees tonight. And it was in the 70s. That weather tan me up. I'm gonna have to start taking some damn Zyrtec or something for my allergies. Because I ain't never had allergy and congestion, sinus problems. I guess because I'm getting a little older, child. All right. So I sent it to my email. I gotta wait for it to come through. But prime example, y'all. So she said she's not bothering you, right? She's talking about Janelle. We know that. Janelle posted a picture on his Facebook. He posted a picture, and it's obvious that it's AI, right? If you know, you know. Some people might not know, but he posted a picture. It was an older picture of the twins, and he basically got AI to put them in some Easter clothes, right? Um, and the caption that he made. Thank you, Miss Berea. Thank you, my love. And hey to everybody that's coming in. I love you too, Miss Angelique. What's up, Calico? Shout out to y'all. I see y'all in here. All right. Let me see what his caption was. Let's see. So, his caption was, he said, and he posted 7 hours ago. He said, "Twins swaggy Easter with a little Easter egg, a little chicken and an egg or whatever. Can't wait to continue the tradition of Easter egg hunting and dress up with these two blessings, but most importantly, teaching them a bunny don't represent Easter. Jesus' resurrection does." Then he put, "Who went to church today? Question mark. If so, comment some scripture below." right? So her being her, the bitter version, instead of she give him that moment, because we all know she's keeping them babies from him. Because if you really want to break and if you really want the father, they always say the fault is the father's fault. If he really want to be around his children, he will. No, that's not true. Not when they're in the mother's care. And he is taking the steps that he needs to legally, because there is what is it, a interlocutory or something like that hearing on May 28th, right? So he doing what he need to do legally, but that's still a couple months away. If she really wanted that man to be involved, instead of making posts acting like the men don't show up for the kids, she could get a third party. She can maybe contact his parents, somebody closest to him. They could meet at a police station and give him them cheering. But I can't stand when women act like they need a break or a mental break or, uh, some time off from the children and act like they have it so hard as if the fathers ain't willing to keep their kids. We know RH to get Momo in a heartbeat. And it's given that Janelle would take his babies too. But for the longest, the narrative has been painted that he's such this monster. She's still painting certain narratives. But I guarantee you, if she was to say, "Hey, you want these kids for the week?" Da 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 da. If he ain't got a gig, acting gig or whatever, I guarantee that man to take his cheering. I guarantee he'll take his cheering. She had no problem with leaving the babies with him when she was going to jail because she didn't want DCFS to get them. Because according to the paperwork, and this is for the ones, this is an exclusive right here. According to the paperwork, and I mean the police paperwork, DCFS was going to intervene had them babies not been, with Janelle or saying, "Oh, he's the father, he can keep him," da da da. Because they had to get DCFS involved because it was a family violence situation. Okay? I seen that on the paperwork with my own two eyes. Period. And we're gonna talk about it in members tomorrow. But yeah, that's another little piece. Remind me about that. That was something else. I forgot about that paperwork. But thank you, Terry, bro. Thank you, Miss Jackie. Thank y'all for meeting my little goal. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to the Pac Squad, baby. Okay, period. And let me say this to y'all. Y'all know I set my goals, and I'm not being greedy, but y'all can still support the goal if y'all want to, even when it's expired. Okay, yeah, just putting that out there. But thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. Because some people be like, "Oh, reset your goal, reset your goal." And I'll be like, "No, you don't have to reset it. Y'all can still, if if you just want to get a super chat, you can still get it. Don't have to be a goal reset. Okay. I don't need to reset it for anybody to get a super chat. But anyways, yeah, we got some stuff to talk about in members tomorrow. We got a lot of new members too, so we're gonna welcome them in with some tea, baby. But what was I saying, y'all? Okay, so she can, like, if she really wanted that man to see his kids, she it's ways. It's ways. Like, it's really ways to, like I said, the best way is meeting at the police station. Drop off and pick up. Because pulling up at each other's houses is never gonna work. Especially when you ain't over that person and you see another vehicle there and you just go berserk. Okay? The best bet is to meet up at a location where there's police officers, child. But anyway, she said, she not even bothering you. Oh, that's what I was saying. So he posted that picture, y'all, and he put them in the little East outfits or whatever. And she just had to let it be known. Oh, that's AI. Not AI with the laughing emojis. And then she posts the actual picture. A lot of us already know that was an AI picture. Well, it's not even, I won't even say like really AI because it's still the babies, but he just made AI change their outfits into like an Easter outfit, y'all. So I didn't get the impression that he had the babies because you can see it's her vehicle. So it's like, why do that? It's little things like that. That's what you call throwing rocks high in your hand or nitpicking. You know that man ain't seen them babies since you got arrested. Like, Was that necessary? Why are you watching his page? That's weird to me. That's weird because it's like if you don't want nothing to do with him, why are you watching the moves he making? And if your people sending it to you, that listen, this is where you gotta know who got your best interest at heart because things are still fresh. Things are very much still fresh. People don't fall out of love that fast. I don't care what happened. You might be angry at a person, but guess what? If you got years invested with that person, feelings don't just go away that quickly. But guess what? When you going through it, when you trying to heal from a person or get over a person, people sending you things of that person and vice versa is not going to help that healing process. I wouldn't care what he posting on his page if we ain't together. But them are just as much his kids as yours. But it's a problem when he posts up, like he posts a picture with them in some East outfits, and she gotta let it be known on her page. Oh, that's AI. Who cares? Like, what did he do wrong? I'm confused. But Janelle, let me say this, just in case you watch it, you're gonna have to stop giving her ammunition because at every opportunity, if you ain't, you gotta remember. Here's where you remember the things that Truth went through. Okay, here's where you start remembering because at every opportunity she gets, she's gonna use something against you, especially when she don't know your chess moves, when she don't know your cards, them bourrée cards, that spades hand, that Boston hand. When she don't know what your moves are moving forward because there's so much tension and stuff, she gonna be doing little things to get at you. So you don't give her like don't give her the rope, okay? Don't because you set yourself up for that, which I don't see nothing wrong with it. At the end of the day, them is just as much his kids as it is hers. So if he wanna, the AI wasn't a problem when they was together. Now the AI is an issue. Ciao bye. Ciao bye. Anyways, so let's go to this because this is the next. Let me take this down because we almost at 2 hours. Child, that time be going by fast, baby. But y'all know one thing about Pac, I don't need a crowd. I got the gift of gab. That's how I knew this was a part. This is a part of my calling because I could talk for hours. Literally, literally, and it's in my blood too. My whole family is talkative like this. The whole family, y'all. All right, so this right here. All right, hold on. Hold on to your love. Um, hold up, y'all. I didn't even see this. Yeah. All right. Come on. Okay. So, all right, y'all. So she posted this either today or yesterday. I'm not exactly sure. It just was sent to me. And this, child, it be stuff like this. She said, even though I'm pretty sure she probably stole it, because I'm pretty sure if you put it through Facebook or whatever, somebody else's name gonna pop up. Because we know she don't be coming up with stuff like this herself. But still, like I always tell y'all, even if somebody else posts it, if you share it, that means you share that sentiment, right? You feel that way. It's relative. Or, it ain't your words, but you standing by those words. That's what that means. So she said, real heavy on teaching my child that if someone wanted to see you, they would. Now, y'all know I just spoke on that. Imagine doing everything in your power to keep the children away from the fathers, but then portraying this facade or this narrative on social media as if the fathers is this is the worst kind of baby mama. Or should I say baby mama actions, right? Because let's not act like the world ain't seeing y'all having issues. And I feel like Janelle, and this is not me defending him, but this is me stating the obvious, y'all. I feel like he's being held accountable for her bad actions. She went to his house, cut the hell up because he wasn't responding to her text messages or calls or whatever the night before, that morning, whatever. Y'all know he had his premiere that night before and stuff like that. Even in the video clips that was released, you can hear her talking to her friend Shay saying he wasn't answering. I knew he had to have been doing something. I knew he had somebody over, so I popped up. And then she even said, the bonnet, I came to get the bonnet, right? All of that was stated in the videos. So that's how you know it wasn't a setup. He wasn't lying. That came from her mouth. And I even did a video on it and cranked the volume all the way up so people can hear the things she was saying. So it's like, you did that. And even before, now let's rewind just a little bit. If y'all remember, she posted videos on her Snap where her and Shay, when Shay came visit her, was sitting down in a little restaurant eating and they was having a whole dialogue. And she had Shay speaking on her behalf, co-signing her and, whatever, whatever. And even in that video, and this was like a couple days before all of the stuff came out about the arrest and, her pulling up and stuff. The friend was like, I'm always on the phone too. It's always a regular drop off. I'm always on the phone. So I don't know why this even went. No, but you actually did know why it went down like that. Because she was on the phone at one point in time during that situation, right? So it's like, not only was you on the phone, but you was egging it on. See, they was talking cash money chat about Pretty Bree and all that, y'all. But they like, instead of you saying, friend, leave, I could see this ending badly. Who the hell in their right mind thinking they could pull up to somebody, baby daddy or not, tear they shut up, start throwing their stuff around in the house and throwing their clothes and shoes in the trash outside? You really think that they gonna spare you? Oh, I'm gonna let it slide. That's my kid's mom. Is you cool? I'm and you could tell even in the video she wasn't trying to leave. He gave her ample opportunity to leave. He was like, just go. You're not going upstairs. Go. Stop touching my stuff. Or I don't care if you do that. I don't care if you do that. Just go. So it's like, even when somebody try to spare you and you still push your weight around like, I don't care what you saying. I'm gonna do what I want to do in this mofo. Oh, she gonna come downstairs. Or you gonna no, she say, oh, you gonna move from them stairs. So it's like, how is he how is he being held accountable for her actions? Because that's what it is. The reason, and the friend even said, because she was like, how long have I been single? And the friend was like, oh, you've been single for a long time. And she was like, how long? And she said, since January. The arresting happened in March 4th, if I'm not mistaken. So it doesn't add up. It don't add up, right? But that's besides the point. But it's like, he's being held accountable because you made a bad decision that day when you could have just left. She had them babies in the car and everything. Anything could have happened. Like, you could have just left and that would have never happened. She could have left before he even called a cop. Now she might have still got arrested. He might have picked up from her house, but at that point, she could have left before because it was a good little minute before he even called the police. Because he knew it was going to end bad. He said in his video that it was gonna be either him or her that day because she wasn't stopping. So he did right. Because if that was one of my sons, call me first. We'll get the police there later, but I'm gonna beat her ass. So call mama first. Call me first so I can tap her up a little bit. Then we gonna send her to jail with the black eye. I don't play by mine, baby. Okay, listen. They already know. Call mama first. I'ma call the police and act like a victim after I done beat her down. She came in. She was and I'm old. I'm an old lady child. Knowing damn well I ain't old, but yeah, she gonna catch these hands playing with my tooth. Ooh, listen. Great fun. But anyways, so she said real heavy on teaching my child that if someone wanted to see you, they would. If somebody wanted to pick you up and spend time, they would. So if that's the case, that means Janelle could go get his twins at any time, right? Right, y'all? Do y'all see that if Janelle was to pull up right now in NC, y'all think she giving them babies up? So this post was unnecessary. And not even just that. Let's go on down to RH Lane. RH was just in NC picking up DW. Why wasn't Momo given to him on his visit? Because this weekend was his visit. So why didn't he get his baby? Because I mean, you said if they want to spend time, they would, right? Okay. Yeah. Anyways, so if someone loves you, you will know. My child will never have to beg for a relationship with anybody. Daddy, grandmas, aunts, uncles, siblings, none of that. Quit letting people half love your kids. They deserve so much more. And it's so sad because, kids do deserve much more. But it's also sad when the kids are experiencing a narcissistic mother that will lie and act like the fathers don't want to have nothing to do with the children, and whole time she keeping them away. That's the messed up part. That is the messed up part, y'all. Like, girl, grow up, please. Please and thank you. Because like I said, it is ways around it. Even if they got a no contact order, it's still ways around it. And even more so, she got a bigger advantage right now, anyways, because they not even done with their legitimation stuff. So he couldn't just keep the kids if that's what she thinking. Because he don't have no paperwork on them yet. So if she was to give him, for the weekend or a couple days, he got to get him cheering right back. He has to give him right back because he has no paperwork stating the paternity, right? Only her acknowledgement. That's it. That is it. But she lucky because if she lucky that these last two really want to be fathers, because child, I got some cousins that ain't going. And I'm talking about males. I got a lot of male cousins. And not all of them like that. But I got some that they not even playing these games with you. They probably would sign their rights over just to not deal with the headache. Because here's the thing, y'all, because some will be like, oh, they wrong for that. They shouldn't be out here making baby. The mama shouldn't be making it hard for the man either. Let's put accountability on both and be fair. Be fair, be adult about it. Let's be adults about it. Let's be mature. You can't skip past the action and go to the reaction. Like that's so weird to me when people do that. Oh, he don't want to be in his children's life. You hear that all too often with some of these women. Oh, he don't want to have nothing to do with his children. He don't do nothing for his children. He don't come to the. But you didn't gave that man 10 kinds of hell because you don't like the girlfriend, the new girlfriend, because he broke your heart, because he don't want to give you some money. And of course, yes, men are supposed to be financially responsible as well. But that shouldn't be a stipulation for visitation. Like, because the judges don't go by that either. The judges ain't gonna say in court, well, the kids got to stay with the mom until you pay your child support. No. Actually, the judges look at that as a form of neglect. They consider that a form of neglect because fathers are crucial to the upbringing of the kids. So they just like they look at, let's say you not taking your kids to the doctor or you not feeding them or whatever. Keeping them away from the father is also a form of neglect that's considered in court. That's why a lot of these dads be winning full custody. Telling y'all what I know. Because I told y'all I got a whole cousin that live in Texas and he got custody of all 5 of his. Okay? All 5. She wanted to play them games. And that's what women don't realize. Once you get them courts involved, you damn near, it's like you signing the deal with the devil. It's like you relinquishing custody of your own kids. Because guess who you give control to once you sign that black and white to either put that man on child support or go for full custody, whatever child, you giving those courts like a third party control. But they have a bigger portion of the control, if you ask me, because they can determine who the kids go with. Imagine you being in the comfort of your own home with your man and y'all procreate and make a baby. Them white people ain't them child listen. The courts ain't in there when y'all listening to R. Kelly bumping and grinding. Listen. But guess what? Soon as that baby come and you and this man fussing and arguing in court, and the judge could say, well, you ain't letting him see the kids, full custody to him. Imagine that feeling. Imagine that feeling, y'all. You losing custody over your kids who you pushed out damn near DI, y'all know the rest. DIED over. Because y'all know, like my grandma always say, when you pregnant, you got one foot in the grave and one foot out. Because your body, even though your body, we made as women to do miraculous things like carrying a child for 9 months, but it's still a lot of strain, stress, and all of that on your body, right? Because you literally, your body is working for 2 humans now. But anyways, and then you give the courts just take control. They take control. That's why they say if you could work it out with that man, do it outside of the courts. Do it outside. But hey, when you're dealing with some that they want to get the law involved and they want child support, they gonna do things like that because they know the law is going to force certain things. But guess what? It's still crazy to me if you ask me because they'll go as far as locking a man up, right? If he get too far behind on the rears or whatever, right? Not paying his child support. How the hell he gonna pay it if he in jail? So it's things like, they take their driver's license. It's things like that that make you wonder, like, is given the system is really set up for these men to fail. And I could say that as a woman because it's the truth. It's the truth. Now, let me say this because I want to be fair. Because I'm not male centered. I represent for my women too, especially when we doing what we have to do, right? Because it is situations where these men really do be DBs and don't want to do nothing for their kids or see their kids, et cetera, et cetera. A lot of those situations exist also. So the courts can be beneficial. I still don't feel like it's in the favor of either parent, if you ask me. I don't feel like it works in the favor of either parent. It's just putting people in your business and relinquishing your control. That's what that gives me. But anyways, I don't know, y'all. We're gonna see, but this is very delusional. It's very gaslighting-ish, manipulative, knowing you are keeping the kids away. That's the crazy part. So yeah, she fooled the people with that one, child. I'm finna get up off here, y'all. We didn't reach the 2 hour mark. Oh, I forgot. Hold on. She not supposed to SD, so we gonna see how that play out. We gonna see how that go. I forgot. I told y'all to remind me to finish reading that text message to y'all. Hold up. Let me go to it. Because I sure was finna jump. Because we didn't hit 2 hours, child. All right. Let me see which one I stopped off on. Uh, hold up, y'all. Okay. So I read that last part to y'all. Well, let me go back so we can, because I skipped. So Friday, October 6th is the old message, but it just shows how, you know, people put out certain things to fit their narrative, but not everything. Okay. So apparently, Janelle and Bree must have had broken up at one point in time, and it was at her fault, right? Because she had Dawn texting Janelle. And like I said, these messages are still out there, but people ignored him because he was being painted as a villain so much to where nobody really cared. So Dawn texts Janelle and say, Brianna outside your house, which I'm sure you already know. She says she just wants to talk. And then she said, did you finally let her in? So Janelle responds and says, thanks for your concern. With respect to her, I will allow her to let you know what's going on if she wants to. She has a lot of stuff to do right to do. I'm not in the child, they write so bad. I'm not in right kind of space currently to elaborate on any of this. I hope you respect it and continue to guide her and her family if God sees fit. Love. So Dawn responded and said, I can respect that, Ja. She has talked to me and understand it's between you two. I hope you both figure it out. I know you both need to communicate, and maybe it's too soon. She asked me to ask you, will you unblock her so she can reach out to you? Or is it too soon and you don't want to talk right now? If not, talk, maybe unblock her and y'all can maybe message each other. Janelle, if you were smart, you would have cut the cord on that situation in that moment. Okay? Because yeah, you had the upper hand then. So then don't then Janelle says she has some stuff I think wait. She has some stuff I think she has to try and make right on her end. I'm not in the headspace to text or talk, right? So Dawn then says, I understand I'm not going to pressure you because you will reach out when you feel like talking. I hope y'all can fix the relationship with praying hands. So Janelle says, thanks, Dawn. Not counting her out if God sees fit, but. And then Dawn said, you're welcome, bro. You right. If y'all are meant to be, y'all will be. I hope you have a good day. And then Dawn says, Bree loves you, and I'm positive she's going to do what it takes to make this right. I know she reached out to your mama, but she didn't answer. Okay, now I'm going to quit harassing you. So Janelle said, calling one time, texting my mother. Janelle said, text you isn't reaching out. She did some things my mother is highly in disagreement. I won't speak on it out of respect, but my mother is hurting because she wants to help her butt. Okay. And then I also have the message from the next day. The ones I read to y'all just now was from October 6th. This next one was from October 7th. Like I said, these messages are still on Dawn's page, baby. Okay? A lot of people just overlook them because of the things that was being put out publicly and going on. So the next day, Dawn messages Bree and says, so you still haven't heard anything from Ja? Bree says no. Dawn says, hopefully you'll hear from him soon before you drive yourself crazy. Bree says, send him a long message this morning since I didn't get to say much yesterday. His mom never responded either. So then Dawn says, maybe he needs some time. But can the mama reply back? Question mark. Didn't you message her before your number was changed? Hold on, y'all. So she then sent the screenshot that she sent Janelle mama. I don't think I have that one. Let me see. Um oh yeah, I do have it, but it's blurry. Damn. So Dawn sent the screenshot. I mean not Dawn. Um, Bree sent the. I'm gonna have to go get those because I don't have that one. Bree sent the screenshot of what she sent Janelle Mama to Dawn, but it's small and it's blurry, so I'm gonna have to go find it. But she also sent Dawn also sent Janelle, hey, sorry I keep bothering you. Sis changed her number, so just in case you try to reach her. And then she sent the number. And then Bree texts back and said, I just talked to his mom. So that was the end of that. But I gotta get the other ones, y'all. So not just that though. I'ma save these. I'ma save these. I'ma save these. I don't want to read these right now. But it's crazy, y'all. It just shows how it was way more to the story. And that's why you never fully go with one side, even if it's a woman, because it's always more to the story, y'all. And it's always the other side is always worth hearing because women can be manipulative, women can be liars, women can be abusers. A lot of the same things men can be, women can be also. And I hate that anytime a woman says something, it's like it's considered law. Like, oh, they can't be lying. Why would they lie about this? Why would anybody lie about anything? Like, we gotta make that make sense. And I don't like it because it makes us as women look weak. Like, oh, he just dogged her out. He did this to her. He did that to her. He did. Damn, she that weak. And I'm talking about any woman. No, you better tell them I got my lick back at one point in time. Like, don't make me look like this little sorry, weak female that be getting drugged or just done so wrong. Like you ain't got no type of strength or common sense or fight back. Like, no, I cannot stand that, y'all. When people put all the accountability on the man. No, he wasn't just dogging me out. I got my lick back twice. And I'm just giving an example. Like, come on now. I don't like when people do that. And women shouldn't want that on them on their body either because it make you look like a weak ass female. Like you ninjas just be dogging you out. Thank you, Q. You say after my divorce, I upgraded my life to not need my ex-husband for child support because I was a what is that abbreviated for? I was a I don't know. And he turned around and he put me on child. God damn. Oh, stay at home mom. Okay. I had to figure that out, child. I didn't know what it was at first. I just thought I was like, wait, that looked like stay at home mom. Yep. Damn, he put you on child support. That is crazy. Some men will do that. And then you got some who be like, because I be watching them court shows and stuff too. Some will be like, I don't want nothing from her. Okay, she can do what she can, for the kids when she want, if she can or whatever. Just like long as she, keep them sometimes too. But I don't see that too often where the man be putting the woman on child support. To me, that's rare. Let's see. It sure do, Raquel. The wheels of justice roll slow. That's a fact. That is a fact. But anyways, y'all, I'm gonna get up off here. I will be back tomorrow. God spare, I'll be doing 2 lives tomorrow, a public one and a members only. I got some stuff for y'all in members, like I told y'all before. So yeah, we're gonna turn up in members, baby. Okay. If you're not a member, y'all know how to get the link and all of that is on my wall. Wait, no, it's not. Uh just go on my channel and hit join. That's how you can get a membership or whatever. But yeah, y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed y'all Easter. I hope y'all enjoyed this live of us catching up, dialoguing. Like I said, I will be back tomorrow. It's content time now. I was on a little break, but I'm back, baby. I'm back, baby. I'm about to do my little 1-2 to see what else is going on because y'all know I've been trying to switch it up a little bit too. We still do our saga stuff. That's the main course, but we need appetizers also. So yeah, we're gonna see what's going on in these streets. And also, when y'all be knowing certain things, viral stuff. It gotta be viral, y'all, because it's people gotta want to see it. Okay. Y'all can email it to me if I miss something, long as it's viral and trending. But anyways, I love y'all. Hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. I hope y'all have a great Monday. Getting up. Hopefully, I ain't too drunk. if anybody had a little sip today or this weekend. Yeah, y'all. And I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow. Love y'all. Bye.
Y'all know what time it is. The truth teller in the spot. Always bring the facts. Yeah, she make the fake stop. Stop clearing out the noise. Never let the lie rock. Nope. Say it with me loud. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Yeah. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Park, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Park, baby. Receipts on deck, she gon' air that out. Lil Park, wipe them down. If it's cap in the chat, she gon' call that out. Lil Park, wipe them down. Came with the proof, better watch it now. Lil Park, wipe them down. If it ain't fast, don't come around. Lil Park, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Lil Park, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Park, baby. She a Louisiana, my truth on blast. Lil Park, wipe them down. Receipt so strong that the lies won't last. Lil Park, wipe them down. When she step in the spot, all eyes on her. Lil Park, wipe them down. Expose real quick, make the face to turn. Lil Park, baby. Who got the truth? Lil Park. Who bring the proof? Lil Park. Hands to the left, hands to the right, wipe them down. Club lit up all night, wipe them down. Who got me? She OB. Lil Park, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Lil Park, baby. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. Wipe them down, pop. It's Lil Park, baby. Truth don't mean you gon' stand on that. Lil Park, wipe them down. Blocking the trolls, never looking back. Lil Park, wipe them down. Whole crowd move when the name get loud. Lil Park, wipe them down. She the voice of the people and she shut them down. Lil Park, baby. Truth too strong, wipe them down. Pop, pop. Crowds sing along, wipe them down. Pop, pop. From the bullshit of bees, wipe them down. Pop, pop. It's Lil Park, baby. Shut it down, baby.